this is the key point, really, is people in the West don't understand Russians. Not on the levels that we're looking at here. You don't understand the Russian culture. You don't understand, what drives the Russian, as in like the Russian mind. And essentially what Russia is a fucking prison culture. The prison culture is everywhere in Russia because it is a prison state, certainly these days. I mean, everyone in Russia, and the Russians have told me this, it's just like, they're basically walking around, you have the constant sword of Damocles that you might just get slung in prison over some bullshit. And like, if you want to do a little tap dance, it's a fucking different world. It's not. you're not gonna be Sam Melia sat in his prison cell playing fucking Call of Duty on his PlayStation. Not in Russia. No, that would be quite a different experience. Not a good experience. Totally different fucking culture over there. Like it is a prison culture. This goes back historically. Soviet Union, the Gulag, and with all this prison culture, this kind of has arisen. Probably always been there since the fucking Tartar yoke, quite frankly. But you've got this culture, this ultra kind of macho street code, or whatever you want to fucking call it, prison culture. It's like Slava Pasaran, the guy's word. You cannot apologize. If you apologize, you're weak. Like, you have to stand by your word. It's this ultra kind of macho, retarded, quite frankly, culture. Now, you can say, well, okay, that's just like, it's just like prisoners and it's prison, but it's no, because it's fucking everywhere, because it's within the wider culture. So a guy like Putin totally understands this. Putin was involved in organised crime in the 1990s in St. Petersburg. Of course he fucking understands this. Half of his associates that are now oligarchs were similar in the Jewish mafia in St. Petersburg, the fucking judo club. This is a guy they all fucking stroke themselves off to. People in the West, people like Morgoth and all the rest of it, fucking simping these psychopathic bullies. You don't understand the levels involved here, and you don't understand the psychology, because Putin absolutely understands all this. He understands that if he's going to resonate, this is just political. But I think he understands it as a guy, because that is kind of what he is. But he certainly understands it politically, that if he's going to resonate with this wider culture within Russia, which is absolutely, it's just there, it's intrinsic, it's ingrained, that the man has to fucking stand by what he said, and a man doesn't apologize, and all this kind of shit. And if you do, you're a cuck. And if you do, you're weak, and all this stuff. But it's just like to the nth degree. So when he goes on TV and he says stuff like Ukraine doesn't exist, it's a fake country created by Lenin, and he says it's a existential military threat to Russia and it's full of Nazis, there's no dialing this back. And when he goes on TV and says the West is an empire of lies, there's no dialing this back. He's not going to say, well, okay, but we've looked into it, or they seem to, because some people say, well, yeah, but there is structural change needed in the West. I agree, but it's never going to be enough for Russia. So, okay, let's just say, okay, well, something happens and boof, and everything changes, and we get back on an even course. He's not going to stop saying the West is an empire of lies. He's not going to say, well, okay, it seems that they've changed a few things and they seem all right now, so let's all get together and have a fucking party. No. They've expressed their intention. It doesn't get rolled back. Because if it does, he's weak in the eyes of the sort of Russian psychology here. This is what people don't understand. And this is all about, but it is a psychological thing. If you accept the fucking victim's frame, what's going to happen? It's all you'll ever fucking be. And just something to tag in at the end here, because this is very relevant as well, because this is essentially the wider message you'll receive in the likes of the dissident right. And it is basically just placate them, just supplicate to them, just cuck to them. Just give them Donbass. Let them have Crimea. Just write this off. It doesn't work, because you're cucking to a psychopathic bully. And again, we're talking about the social psychology here. So this is even thematic. It's even the subconscious kind of social psychology of the wider Russian state. If you cuck to them, what the fuck? You're never going to be treated with anything other than contempt. You're going to be treated as a tepila, which is a Russian word very suitable in this instance, which is just like, it's kind of like a cuck. It's like a victim, an underling, someone that can be pushed around, someone that can be abused. So this kind of like just yield, just roll up into it doesn't work with this kind of threat. I mean, this shouldn't really be explained to anyone, because this really should come from just the social dynamics of life. Like, if you cuck to bullies, if you placate bullies, it's not going to fucking work out. I mean, this is just basics. Now, do it on this huge scale and see how you get on.